you. Well, not Jerry from Willoughby, but the rest of you.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
We will get to Perez Bilton's hot celebrity goss here in a minute. I want to make sure that Mary was part of it. We were talking about celebrity deaths. He's not dead yet, but if you have actor Tom Sizemore anywhere in your celebrity death pool, I don't know that he's long for the world. This is a guy that I can't believe has lived as long as he has, given how many times this guy was close to death because of addiction issues and just hard living. Hard living. He had a brain aneurysm over the weekend. And so he's in critical condition. I can't imagine it's going to be long before we hear that Jimmy Carter's dead.
Isn't he like 200 years old?
Yes, Jimmy Carter's 90-something, but he's in hospice now. But about 2 in the morning, Saturday into Sunday, well, I guess 2 a.m. Sunday morning. 2 a.m. Sunday. I hate when people say a.m. Sunday morning. Anyway, who cares, right? Tom Sizemore collapsed at his home. This is a guy who was, for people who work with him, they're like, this guy's amazing. We wish he'd get his act together because he's been in a ton of great movies.
Great actor.
Great actor.
So he's an action guy.
Saving Private Ryan and Black. Not really. I mean,
all of his movies look like action movies. I could not have pointed this guy out on a lineup.
So really, he did a lot of straight to DVD stuff after he had so much trouble with like drugs that it kind of skewed his career. But he's a pretty legit dramatic actor. Like he was very good.
Okay, maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Because it looks like a lot of like war movies.
Yeah.
So that's not action.
Yeah, because he was in Black Hawk Down and he was in
Pearl Harbor.
Born on the 4th of July. Yeah. One of my favorite movies of all time. He was in Heat with De Niro and Pacino. Enemy of the State.
What was the famous line that it's like, when you feel the heat coming, you gotta get out of there.
Get out of the kitchen.
It's too hot in here. There's heat.
Yeah, I don't know what his last like big opening movie was, but it was probably 15 years ago. Last movie he was in. Well, he's got 3 movies coming out this year. But yeah, like Bill said, I think it's a lot of like Bruce Willis, pay me and I'll be in your movie. Mm-hmm. Project Skyquake, The Electric Man, and Dine Dashians 3. What?
It says Blue Steel. What was the name of that Dave Chappelle movie? I thought that was called Blue Steel.
Dave Chappelle movie, Half-Baked.
Blue Streak.
That was
Martin Lawrence.
Wasn't Dave Chappelle in it?
I think he was in it a little
That man
bit.
was gay. That's what I remember of that movie. Is they were trying to steal a diamond, and Dave Chappelle isn't going to rat on Martin Lawrence, but he like says to the cops that he's a gay dude. That's who they should be looking for.
Mm-hmm.
That was the big joke. Was that Martin Lawrence was gay?
Blue Steel. God, that's like I don't think
Blue Streak.
No, I know. No. She said Blue Steel because she was looking at his IMDb.
I'm looking at his IMDb page.
That was like an old Jamie Lee Curtis cop movie.
Well, she's in it with a gun, and I'm like, was Jamie Lee Curtis the bad guy in that Dave Chappelle movie?
She was like a rookie who finds out that, But he was in Passenger 57, and he was in so many great movies. True Romance, he was in that. Anyway, Tom Sizemore is not doing well. Of course, he was famously with Heidi Fleiss back in the day.
Yep.
When she was the big Hollywood madam, Tom Sizemore was her kind of companion for a long time. But this guy, I think he was on Celebrity Rehab, wasn't he? Wasn't he on one of those VH1 shows?
Yeah, he was on Celebrity Rehab, I think the first season, and it was really sad. Just really sad because he was just so...
out of it.
Yeah. And I don't think he was even all that sober on that show.
But I think he's been cleaned up for a little while now, which has got to suck if it kind of catches up with you, and you're like, oh, I'm turning a corner. My career revival is on the way. You want to get to some enough of me flapping my gums. I want to hear hot celebrity goss from the source.
I got some goss
from
for
the
you.
tap.
This This is Hot Celebrity Gossip with Perez, Bilton. Ooh.
Oh, gather around, my little goss guzzlers. I got all the hot goss that you could ever want. Last week, it was reported that Megan Fox and MGK were done because he cheated. She made this cryptic post on Instagram with Beyonce lyrics that insinuated that he cheated, and then she deleted her Instagram. Well, her Instagram is back, and she said there was no cheating and that the media just blew it out of proportion and that they should apologize because they're always doing stuff like that. But according to inside sources, why post the Beyonce lyrics? Why delete your Instagram account?
Right.
Why do all this stuff if there wasn't anything going on? Also, you want the paparazzi to stay out of your life, but you guys do tongue sabers anytime you're in public. So yeah, people are going to talk about you.
Yeah.
Make up your mind, Megan. Make up your mind.
Inside Sources.
You barely need inside sources for that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Congrats to Rebel Wilson and her new fiance, Ramona Agruma, after they got engaged this weekend at Disneyland. And they started dating last June. I didn't know that Rebel was bisexual, but apparently she made some posts last year when coming out, being in love with this woman. And they're getting married. And according to inside sources, Ramona is going to take Rebel's last name because Rebel doesn't want to be known as a Hollywood groomer.
Wait, what?
A groomer. A groomer.
Oh, I was waiting
groomer,
for who gets
groomer.
custody of Beezus.
Kate Middleton and Prince William are in the news because Kate gave Prince William a little tap on the bum on a red carpet, reigniting rumors that Prince William likes to be pegged. According to inside sources, he does. But he doesn't like to call it that. He calls it taking the sword from the stone.
This is Hot Celebrity Gossip with Perez, Bilton. Ooh.
Man, I'm glad Perez Bilton gives it because I miss all the good stuff. I miss the royal pegging, and
yeah.
I miss Rebel Wilson's
You gotta
Agruma.
dig deep.
I miss the whole
Agruma.
thing.
She's not a groomer.
Right.
Not a groomer. I can't do it.
Not a groomer.
We knew you were doing. It's all right. Alan, please tell Pound Cake I had COVID in Lisbon in 2021. It was not fun being abroad with COVID.
Like a woman or being like overseas?
I'm going to use context clues. And overseas is what.
Lisbon.
Being
That's
abroad.
what she said. Lisbon.
Oh, Portugal. Oh, I got you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Not the groomer.
I feel like I was watching some documentary where there was a guy saying he had a cold and he was shooting a movie over in France and he got sick and he went to the doctor and it was like $50 for everything. He just paid $50 and then it got out of there. So it can't be that bad, is it? You're not gonna have like crippling debt over there.
Well, that's the financial end of it, but you still are in another country with COVID.
But
I
if
mean,
you were going to be sick regardless, like, would you rather be sick in the States where you're here, like where you're from? Or would you rather be sick overseas?
I guess it depends on where you are. Just because you don't have to pay for it doesn't mean you might not just be subject to the town doctor.
Because I can't wait to.
Where you're in a world full of people who've never seen COVID before. I mean, it depends on who you're at the mercy of, I guess.
I don't know. I just feel like it would be a real elitist post on Instagram. Like, oh, I'm in my hotel room. I was going to go
you love
sightseeing.
elitist.
I know.
Oh.
It would be great.
But he's also thinking of it as like someone is staying in a triple diamond penthouse that overlooks the Eiffel Tower and eating a baguette
We were gonna
because
go
it's
in a
all they can
carriage to
keep
the town
down.
today.
Yeah.
Oh, and I can't. So we're going to have to postpone for another day.
That's how he's seeing it.
People in the break were like, Alan, please teach Pound Cake the word chateau. And I said, absolutely not. Forest House is the greatest thing I've ever heard. No. We're sticking with Forest House.
Oh, that's what a
That a
chateau is?
cabin?
I've heard of a chateau.
Like
I
the
didn't know.
Smurfs are living there, you know? Trying to outrun Gargamel.
Chateau.
Honky Chateau, yeah.
Because I've heard of like Chateau Cheray because that's the girl from Housewives, and everyone nicknames her house. Like I had Gay Bay, so Chateau.
Interesting. All right, sir. Hey, that iHeartRadio app, a little talkback button there. You can leave us messages there anytime that you want to do that.
Listening to the show the other day, you guys talked about Leonardo DiCaprio's dating history, and Bill said that Leo likes women in their early 20s and dumps them by their mid-20s. But, Bill, you got to do better. It's women no longer find Leonardo DiCaprio interesting after 25. Love you, bye.
I don't know about that.
Well, he's breaking up with them.
How do you know?
They're not dumping him.
You don't know that though. They could just get tired of it. And also I hear that he's a lazy lover. Like I heard there was.
Who do you hear that from?
There was multiple.
Inside sources.
hear
Inside
if
sources?
it didn't.
You got inside sources.
The
If it
inside
didn't come
sources.
from Perez, I don't know it.
The inside sources are the same sources that are reporting on him having young girlfriends and him breaking up with them. I also heard that I read somewhere, this was years ago, that he is a lazy lover. He usually lays on his back, puts his headphones on, closes his eyes.
Headphones. He doesn't even want to hear you.
That's a flex.
He puts
play,
it, yeah, he lays on his back, puts his headphones on. I think he probably like lowers his cap like above his eyes.
He's dating these models and he doesn't want to look at them?
I was going to say,
Right.
this is
Lets the girl
really,
do the work.
this is really, really specific for a rumor.
Maybe it was Wendy Williams.
Even so,
Mm.
boy, did you see them yanking her out of a limo trying to get her into Fashion Week? Oh my God, she's like, where am I? You see that, Pound Cake?
I did not.
Oof. Well, anyway, whatever Leo does, I don't know that there's any situation where he's being dumped. So for these girls to not be into, yeah, those girls are getting really tired. Girls no one's ever heard of are getting really tired of being seen around town with Leonardo DiCaprio.
I mean, if you got to do all the work and he's putting in headphones, you know, like, dude, this ain't even worth it.
Yeah. But you're still caught in paparazzi photos with him.
What
I mean,
what if he's
there's all kinds of
listening-
women having sex with gross guys because
I was
the
gonna
perks
say-
are so great.
I make a living at it.
Oh, come on.
Like that's how,
That's how you make a living?
I mean, that's not how I make a living, but like that's how I get girls.
You make a living having sex with gross guys?
That's
No,
exactly
no.
what he said.
Even I don't
Girls,
know that.
Wow.
I exist. My sex life exists because there's women that are willing to have sex with gross guys. Me being the gross guy.
I've never slept with a gross guy.
Neither have I.
I've had.
It's one thing Mary and I have in common.
Yeah. One of the few things.
One of you always telling the truth.
Yeah. Me.
I have never
How do you think Alan got this job?
I
Slept
slept
his-
with a gross guy.
Slept your way to the top. You and Bob iHeartMedia.
Slept my way all the way to Cleveland.
Wait, you're
Dave.
calling her.
What
You're
it
in
is.
trouble.
Listen,
Calling Bob gross.
Dave iHeartMedia.
Dave iHeartMedia. I saw our CEO on Fox Business Channel. Over the
Kiss him on his
weekend.
mouth.
Well, he was on the television, so no, I didn't
I
kiss him on his
I
mouth.
didn't. That's not what I asked.
I scooted right up to the TV and I smooched him right in the. Yeah.
Thank you, Dave.
No, I never met that guy, and he's never asked to talk to me. So I look at him from afar, just like everybody else does, just like every other civilian does. But I did watch because he was on he was a guest or something on Fox Business Channel.
Ooh. Did
Because
he
my
have-
father-in-law is a broker, so he watches his stuff all the time.
Does he have an office at our headquarters in New York or in like San Antonio? I know.
I assume he's in New York. Don't they have like the foggy laser lights and all that?
They do, but New York's weird because they have two buildings there. They have like the business center, and then they have like.
I think if I'm the CEO, I'm going to be in New York, not San Antonio.
well, that was like our base for like the longest time.
Yeah, but not anymore. That's like where our paychecks are still having an address in
Right.
San
I
Antonio.
know.
It's not where the
A
CEO
weird
is going to be.
warehouse.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Hey,
looking at
come
that.
on down. He's like having meetings with Muckety Mucks. Yo, you got to fly to San Antonio.
I just got my confirmation and login and like entry code for Chicago on Friday because I'm gonna be joining.
good for you.
I thought you'd be excited about that.
Is that
I'm
downtown?
I'm joining the show from the Chicago iHeartMedia. It's your favorite city,
On
Alan.
Whacker.
I don't know.
Again, no follow-up questions at all. Doesn't know where she's going.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I
they
was
sent
gonna
me an email and they're like, "This is how you get here. Scan this code. It's like a QR code that I have to scan when I get there."
Well, the
I'm
good thing-
excited.
the good thing is when you log in, it'll be the exact same address on our computers.
Michigan Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. I know, it'll be the same time.
Yeah.
North Michigan Avenue.
Yeah.
That's like right downtown, right?
Well, that's a long, long road. But yeah, that's the building I used to work in when I sold for this company. I wasn't on the air in Chicago for this company. I was on with another company.
233.
Yes. That was the building I used to work in. It's Wacker in Michigan.
Do you
so
want
it's
me-
just south of the river.
Do you want me to go, like, take a picture of your old desk or something?
Oh, no.
Do you want any of that?
I haven't been back there since. No, I don't even know what that place looks like now.
You think they
And
have
nobody who works there now was there when I was there.
they don't have a shrine to you with your desk
To
with
me?
a little placard on it?
No.
Alan Cox, sales extraordinaire.
Nope. Sold for 11 weeks before they fired everybody on Obama's inauguration day. They thought that would get the bulk of the press, which it did. But, yeah. Anyway, no, that's cool. That'll be fun.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's smart.
You'll know more about that building than I do.
Oh, now who's the Chicago expert?
I guess you are.
Mayor.
Mhm.
Do you want me
You get a
to?
hot dog Chicago style?
What that means with a pickle on it?
It is just a pretentious hot dog.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're delicious. I like them a lot.
Chicago style means
No, I love Chicago style hot
a
dogs. too.
pickle and celery salt, right?
No.
What does it mean?
Hot dog? Vienna beef hot dog.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Diced white onions.
Ooh, hot breath.
Okay? Sport peppers.
Is that spicy?
Well, they're peppers, aren't they?
Yeah, but green peppers. Are
Tomato
They're not that
slices.
Okay.
Pickle spear.
Mm-hmm.
Poppy seed bun.
Mm-hmm.
Bright green relish.
Mm-hmm.
Celery salt. And mustard.
I do this from Portillo's.
No. What's that?
Portillo's.
It's a chain, but it's good. Yeah, Portillo's is no joke.
Okay.
I mean, it's a Chicago place. They know what they're doing. Yeah.
Hot dog sandwich.
Some people there like to piss on Portillo's. I'm like, why? They've been here for 1,000 years.
Right.
It's not. And by the way, no matter where you go, it's not hard to make a Chicago hot dog. It's not like you have to. People go, ugh. No, you can make one. You can order the stuff to make one. You could make one in your own kitchen.
I used
And
to
it'd
get them.
probably be delicious.
I used to get them from Steak and Shake, and they were awesome.
Oh, I never did that. But I would get them at Happy Dog. I mean, when we were in Oak Tree, there was that
Yeah.
little Charlie's Shack or whatever.
Yeah.
I used to go there all the time and get them. So give me 2 Chicago dogs. So anyway, you're there when?
Friday.
Oh, this Friday.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
because I'm in Chicago Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm traveling Thursday, broadcasting live Friday, and then I'm in Hawaii all next week, and then I'm home after that.
Oh, right. You're in Hawaii next week.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay.
Me and my sisters have been sending each other pictures all morning of us trying on our clothes from last year.
The message you sent.
Nobody fits in anything. I sent them a picture. I was like, I don't even know where these shorts came from. These babies are a size 2. I haven't been a size 2 in years, but I got them on and I buttoned them, and it is terrible. So I think tomorrow morning I'm gonna have to go
A little shopping.
get a little couple somethings.
It's one thing, and I know this because I was big and now I am smaller. I'm not small, but I'm smaller. It's one thing to
How'd you do that?
Orange Theory Fitness
Oh.
and good diet and exercise.
Oh,
But
boy. That's always been available to you.
I know, but it's one thing to tuck in your shirt into your pants, but when you're tucking in your stomach into your pants,
Oh, dude.
you look like you got
100%.
wrinkles. You got
Tucking in your
wrinkles.
stomach
But
into
the
your
thing is-
pants.
It looks like a shirt is present, and it's like it's not. You're just tucking in your stomach and trying to make it all fit, and like the cloth gets all. I was like, wow, I've never had
that's
to like
funny.
wrestle cloth with my skin. This is ridiculous.
All of I have dresses that still fit. So I have like 5 dresses that I'm like, oh, okay, I can definitely wear these. But I put on a pair of shorts that they were just an extra small. And as soon as I got them halfway up my thigh, I was like, 0% chance I'm getting these things
No,
on.
we're not
But they
doing
were
this shit.
high waisted. So I was like, maybe, because they're high waisted, they don't have to stop at my love handles, right? So I pulled them up and I buttoned them, and the little 2 inches of stomach that were left not in the jeans were hanging so far over. I sent my sisters a picture. I'm like, what is happening? Like, what is this? And my one sister just messaged back and goes, you're not size 2 anymore. Go buy new clothes.
That was me. That was me when I had to go to Vegas. I had to buy fat shorts for the
Yeah.
first. I had to buy fat clothes for the first time in my life. Normally everything stretches, and I was like, oh, well, I got more than enough room. This was the first time that I wore shorts. I was like, I have to buy a bigger bathing suit. I have
Right.
to actually like have walk around shorts and like have a drawstring to actually pools and there's some room
That
left.
draws.
Yeah. I was like beside myself. Mom was like, yeah, welcome to the club. You're over 30 now, homie. Like,
Literally beside himself.
I sent you guys a screenshot that no one responded to that I thought was very funny. And I was like, to my sisters, I was like, one of you is going to have to oil up my feet for a video. I'm making promises that need to be fulfilled while we're in Hawaii. We've got people on the hook. And my OnlyFans sister goes, oh, you think that's bad? One of you has to take a picture of my beehole with the sunset in the background.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't know which sister is which, so I probably would have reacted to that. But
I laughed so hard because I was like, dude, are you serious? And she was like, you have no idea the requests.
She's like, yeah, I got to pay for a bleaching before we get
It's
there.
gonna be someone's wallpaper. Like forget like the mountains of Hawaii or like a beautiful volcano. Nope.
I laughed. I probably laughed for a solid minute after she sent that because I was like, man, they're not going to want to lotion up my feet for a video. And she's like, oh, one of you has got to bite the bullet.
Bite the bullet.
Right.
You got to spread cheeks.
Nice clean butthole.
What is that, Mauna Loa? No, it's my sister.
It's an active volcano.
I've got to take a break. I will have, you want to go see the Impractical